going on, man? It's Cool Water, the digital dope man from Ballroom Chats with another episode in the podcast. Tonight we will be discussing Ice Cube's fight for power versus the Good Old Boy Network in his quest to acquire 21 sports network, 21 TV sports networks from Walt Disney. In which case, Walt Disney has a set of networks for sale. Started out at $22 billion. I think it's down to 10. Ice Cube, who came with a set of investors himself from Magic Johnson, Snoop Dogg, LL Cool J, Serena Williams, and trying to think, his business partner in the Big Three. His business partner in the Big Three made an offer to buy the network. So the title of this to be Ice Cube's fight for power versus the Good Old Boy Network, because that's what's going on. So I was talking to one of my partners about this situation, because we rooting for Cube, because Cube came a long way. He from the ground up. He from the neighborhood. F the police. A bitch is a bitch. The nigga you love to hate. Kill Uncle Sam. Cave bitch. Be true to the game. Then he slid off, came out through John Singleton. Rest in peace, John. John put him on the screen in Boys in the Hood, so they gave him the visual that he need. And then he started to do other little films, Higher Learning. Came back with Dangerous Ground and just worked his way up. You know what I mean? So he started producing his own movies. The first one he did was Players Club, which he produced and directed that. And, got that off the ground. And just been a boss from the beginning, man. So now he's fighting for power. This is what, as they say, the Honorable Dr. Claude Anderson is talking about in the Powernomics. He's going for power because his ability to acquire these networks will allow him, LL, Serena, Clyde Drexler, Magic Johnson, Snoop Dogg, to influence the masses with their own message. You dig? To influence the masses with their own message, to do the indoctrination process. Now, this will be based around Ice Cube's Big Three brand, which is a 3-on-3 basketball league that fills the gap between the NBA ending season and going into football. So it's like a 10-game series. And it's exciting and people enjoy it and they get a kick out of it because it allows them to continue to watch their favorite sport for about another month before they shut it down. So I was talking to one of the homies about this, and I made a comment and I said, Cube ain't part of the Good Old Boy Network, which is what he's saying. I said, but he ain't got the blood running through his veins that connect him to the elite who, by most standards, we know, created Hollywood, created film and television. I have a book by Neil Gabler, How the Jews Created Hollywood, Invented Hollywood. Cube, by most standards, allegedly ain't part of the network. He ain't part of the team. So now you got John Malone of the Atlanta Braves. He's on the bid. I think he's with Platinum Equity. Let me see here. Am I not seeing right? Liberty Media, Sinclair Broadcasting Group, Apollo, Major League and Apollo Global Management in the Major League Baseball, which goes back to John Malone. So let me read this again. Major League Baseball, the Apollo Global Management, and Sinclair Broadcasting in conjunction with Liberty Media are making a multi-billion-dollar bid to acquire the networks from Walt Disney, which I believe bought those networks from Fox. 21st Century Fox says Disney agreed to sell 22 networks to secure approval for its $71 billion takeover of 21st Century Fox Inc. entertainment empire. Disney already owns ESPN, and adding Fox regional channels would have given it too much power in the sports broadcasting. So they had to do the regulation game with Disney because they was buying up too much. They had to decentralize and deregulate Disney so that Disney wouldn't get too powerful. So Disney selling off some of these networks in their portfolio. So Cube is battling the good old boy network to be able to acquire these television networks. And I can rest assured that they're not going to let him get it based off the fact that that's too much power. He already got the big three, which doesn't seem to be a threat to the NBA, but that gives him on a small, local, regional, national level a lot of power in the sports industry. Because he got his own league. He got his own league. Like he liked the black baseball league back in the early 1900s. He got his own league. He the man now. So now he's going after television, which he has an extensive portfolio of when it comes to buying into the film and television spectrum. He has enough on his resume to allow him to be able to command a certain amount of respect. But regardless of how high up you go, you still a nigga. And that's the real deal. See, the problem he really has is that his people, aka black folks, who are 12% of the population, 44 million in America, really don't have any power. See, he don't have a group he don't have the cultural influence with black America to make white America respect his gangster. It's cool as long as you bitching and hoeing and cussing and raising hell with your own people. But now you trying to cross over. See, now he going pop for real. Now he trying to be the man for real. He trying to be that boss that ain't none of them cats the boss like. Master P, Jay Prince, Puffy, Jay-Z, ain't none of them dudes, man, doing it like Cube. They got power in their own right, but they ain't doing it like Cube. They ain't doing it like Cube. Cube doing his own thing, man. He doing his own thing, man. And that's to be applauded, because at the end of the day, it gives young cats something to aspire to do. You know, become an entrepreneurial powerhouse. And that's what's really, really missing out here. So racism still plays a huge part in Ice Cube's ability to acquire these networks. And the likelihood that he's going to acquire them will be slim to none. because these people are not in the business of empowering Negroes in an industry which they created. They'll let you come in there and make money with them because they need your talent. But once you start talking about ownership and controlling resources and having some real power, now we got a problem. Now we got a problem. And Ice Cube is going for power. So his fight with these other sports entities, media companies, is only as a result of, and they're trying to block his bid, is only as a result of they don't want no nigga, especially a nigga like that, to get no power over 21 television networks. And Cube ain't no dummy. You know, he conscious. So he know how to play it. But they ain't interested in that, man. So, you know, you look at all the entertainers that's dying, money being swindled out of them through taxes, in probate court, no wills, no trust, nothing left behind for some reason or another. Not real sure why that is. No real reason behind it. And again, the black community takes a hit because no money's being passed down. See, you can't create generational wealth if you can't hold on to it. See, if you can't hold on to it, it's going to go back to the people that gave it to you. And that's what we're doing. So you have people out here hollering reparations, reparations, reparations. Good is reparations going to do if you can't hold on to it. By the time you get through buying the material items that you're so familiar with, you're going to turn around and give it right back to the people that gave it to you. These people are not in the business of seeing a black class of wealthy people in America. It's not going down. It's not happening. That ain't what they own. They could care less. So there are some things that I think Ice Cube will have to be really good at, and that's convincing Disney that they got the juice. Because you talk about a black entrepreneur, so it's Cool J, Serena, Cube, Magic Johnson, Snoop Dogg, and possibly Clyde Drexler with Ice Cube's business partner, the white guy Jeff. So it's like at the end of the day, that's too much power, man, too much control, and the programming may lean more towards people of color than what they want to see right now. So I think it's important to keep a close eye on this because he playing a game for real that a lot of these dudes should be playing. You know, cats out here talking about Nipsey Hussle. Then Nipsey didn't scratch the surface, in my opinion. Yeah, he did open a business, and that's cool. I mean, you know, he did a couple things in the neighborhood, but he didn't play the game all the way up to the suites and executive offices to the point where he had that type of power in that pool where they couldn't deny him. You know, he was still a rookie in the game. He was a youngster. Cube been around since the 80s and been playing this game to win. So it's not a whole lot I can really say about this, man. Just keep an eye on it. Like I said, it's something that Dr. Claude Anderson talks about. I would suggest you definitely look up Claude Anderson. Look up, get into his books, Powernomics, Black Labor, White Wealth, History Reader. You know, you start talking about ethnicity and cultures and things of that nature. It's by design to keep the money out your hand, to keep the control and the resources out your hand, to keep you as a permanent underclass. You know what I'm saying? So let's see where this goes. And I'm rooting for Cube, man. That's all I can say. Check me out at ishiphopdead.com. Ishiphopdead.com. Look for me at the blog site. Ishiphopdead.com. And also look for me at the digitaldopeman.com. Peace and stay blessed. Holla.